Hey guys, how you doing? Dave here. I was thinking about some Valentine's recipe because Valentine's Day is quickly coming up. But I like, dessert recipes any time of the year. And I've made a lot of cheesecakes in my day, the baked ones, the no-bake ones, and I prefer the no-bake ones. So I thought, what is better than a no-bake Oreo cherry cheesecake? Simply incredible. Put it together and I just love it. So I want to share this with you and walk you through it. So let's get started. Let's start by lighting our pan with some aluminum foil. And what this does is it makes it really easy to get out. Now I'm using an 8x8 pan, like a Pyrex pan, but you can use a springform, aluminum, whatever you got on hand. You want to make sure this is relatively smooth around the edges, and there's some overlap here, so it makes like a handle to pull it out. You can use parchment paper as well. I should mention, in one of our old videos, we use the springform pan. A lot of people have the question, how do you get it out of the pan? So this is a really good technique of doing that. Next up, I'm going to add, I'd say about 20 to 25 Oreo cookies that I crushed up a while ago to a bowl. These are one of my favorite cookies. Combine this with half a cup of melted butter. Grab up my spoon and just mix this up. So what you want is a wet, sandy mixture, something like this. Then I'm going to add the mixture to my lined pan here. And just kind of spread it out evenly. Take any kind of container with a decent flat surface, and we're just going to press it down so it's nice and compact. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this aside in the fridge while we do the filling. Before we cook the dish, I'd like to extend an invitation to visit our social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll put a link in the description section below. Don't forget to subscribe and click that little notification bell. That way you'll never miss a video we release. Okay, to make the filling, I'm going to add 16 ounces or 900 grams of cream cheese to a bowl, and you want to make sure this is at room temperature, otherwise this can be really difficult to work with. Followed by a quarter cup of confectioners or powdered sugar. Now if you don't have this on hand, you can just use regular sugar. And I'm going to grab up my mixer and beat this until it's smooth and creamy. Now I'm going to add a cup of whipping cream, and this is heavy whipping cream, to a bowl, and I'm going to whip this up, I'd say for about 4 or 5 minutes until you get some nice stiff peaks. So let's go ahead and do this. After about 4 to 5 minutes, we got peaks something like this, and this is pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my cream cheese mixture. Five or 6 crushed Oreos to make it kind of tasty and give it a real cool effect. Grab up my spatula and gently fold this together. This is coming together so nicely. Wow. Now our Oreo base is set nicely. We're kind of going to do the obvious here and take our mixture and put it over top of the base. Then just take the spatula and spread it out evenly so it looks nice and pretty. Okay, I'm going to throw this in the fridge for about 3 or 4 hours to set. Actually, overnight is the best, but if you don't have time, 3 to 4 hours will suffice. And actually, what I want to do is give you a couple of tips, because I get a lot of comments and people say, well, my whipping cream is way too watery or runny. What happened? Well, you can overmix whipping cream or you can undermix it, but if you see in the video, you'll start to get those ripples, and once those ripples show, you know it's just about ready. So whip for another minute or two and it'll be perfect. Another comment I get, can I use all-purpose cream? The answer is you want cream about 30-35% fat, but you can if you have to. Just make sure it's good and cold, all your paddles are clean, even put your bowl in the freezer for a bit, and it should come up for you. Okay guys, after a couple of hours, our cake is beautifully set. So I'm just going to go ahead and jiggle the edges a little bit and go ahead and lift this out, something like that. Now what I'm going to carefully do here is pull off the edges, something like this. Oh, this is going to be incredible. Look at this. And just be as careful as you can. Now I'm going to go ahead and slice this up. The sizes of, the pieces depend on your liking, but I'm going to have some big pieces, so I'm going to split this into 4. And then right across again. And that'll give you 4 good pieces. Like I say, you can go with 8 or whatever you like, but this is good for me. Take my pie lifter and just kind of slip it underneath and simply set it aside on a plate. Now for some ooey gooey goodness, I'm gonna scoop up some cherry pie filling and spread it over the top. Just look at this. Wow. I love it. How many times am I gonna say wow here? And there you have it, my good friends in food, our no-bake Oreo cherry cheesecake. Lovely. And now the moment I love, guys, the taste test. Believe me, this is simply divine. The Oreo has a nice crunch to it. That Oreo flavor just shines through. The texture is fabulous. And the filling, you got that cream cheese combined with the whipping cream. The little bits of Oreo in there makes it just fantastic texture in the middle. And the top with that yummy cherry pie filling, simply incredible. You gotta try this. So for the full scoop on this recipe, check out cookandshare.com. All kinds of great dessert recipes in general over there. And thanks for subscribing, and see you next time.